I cried at the Barbie movie. And that's crazy. Like, I never thought I would say that, right? I never thought I'd be like, oh, I cried at the Barbie movie because it's the Barbie movie, right? But holy shit, did it catch me from surprise, dude? What a fucking good movie it was. Now, I'm gonna break it up into parts, but overall review, very good movie. Go watch the movie. It's more than what the trailer reveals. I think it's better. I think it's better than what the trailer reveals. Going into the movie, I wasn't that excited. I wanted to watch it, but I wasn't. Barbie, let's go. But I'm really happy I watched it. I think it was really good. So here we go. This is my review. Let's start off with overall theme slash movie. Really good, really heartwarming message, and a really good positive message, right? So I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to go into spoilers. I will go into spoilers. Sorry, I just can't help myself. I don't know how to review something without not spoiling it because I'm so excited about it. So I'm gonna go into spoilers. So sorry about that. Go ahead and click off. Come back after you watched it. But I love that the theme of the movie was about humanity. Like the act of us living and our experience, the human experience. There we go. And like the reality, and the sad parts about it, the awful things about it, and the very happy, like warm, beautiful parts, right? So like take for example the part where, I mean, the park scene, right? Barbie goes, takes a break, sits down, and really like wants to think about like life and what's next, right? Meditate, trying to find the kid. She sits next to like old lady, and she's like, wow, you're beautiful. She's never seen an old lady before, right? And like she's blown away of like the beauty that age does, right? And I think that was fucking beautiful. I teared up at that scene. She's looking around the park, like looking at all these kids, like the happiness, like this couple, and then she's like smiling at them, like they're laughing. You just can't help but like laugh when people are laughing because it's contagious, right? Happiness is contagious. And then you see like people being sad, and she sees that, she cries. Like this first time she feels tears. Like it was a very touching scene, right? You feel the breath, the trees, like moving, the sound of birds, everything moving around, people being people, right? I think that was really heartwarming and touching. I'm a huge fan of movies that talk about, romanticize life. Because we're only here for a year. We're only here for a few years. We only have one life, so I really believe in romanticizing and loving life. So I love movies that do that, right? And this movie did that. It touched me. It touched me. I cried. I cried at the Barbie movie. But overall theme was not just that, right? Am I just, I don't even know how to describe a theme, But that was one big part that stuck out to me. And obviously the other big part is the gender norms and the gender roles that we have in a society. And I thought it was really good too. I am a man, obviously, right? I'm a fucking man, right? Look at me. Just like in the movies, they say like men are meatheads, and I really liked it. I liked, and I thought they explained it really good and showed a lot of the gender norms and what women think really good. Obviously, there is a lot of things that are wrong in this real world. A lot of men have control and power. That's, everybody knows that. Which it sucks. It sucks. And seeing the movie and the way they wrote it kind of like brings it more into awareness. Like this, maybe it sounds very stupid, but you or we men, we gotta listen more. And as stupid as this sounds, I didn't watch the Barbie movie. I sat my ass down and listened. And I think that's the truth of it. That really is the truth of it. I genuinely came out of the movie thinking differently and being more empathetic towards women. Because there was the movie talks a lot about how, in the Barbie real world, or the Barbie world, sorry, women are in power, right? Women are in power. The Kens are just there, right? But Barbies are the ones who rule the world. They're the prize winners, the presidents, the scientists, the doctors. They are everything, right? They go to the real world and things flip, right? Men are pervs. Women are, sex objects that are like a little bit lower than men. They're just there to exist, to please and help men. And I thought that was pretty cool the way they did it. They contrasted that, and obviously there's truth to that, right? And the movie touches a lot about feminism and like the power that women have, and how we should be more grateful and empower more women. Yeah, that's like what the whole thing was talking about. How we should be grateful, and that women are fucking bosses, bro. Like they could handle shit. We just think, oh, men are the best of the best. Women could do it all, right? And I think it was very, very like real. And there was, I'm not gonna lie to you. Let me burp one second. There's parts in the scene, there's parts in the movie all over the place, right, where women talk about the issues they face, the struggles, and like how it kind of sucks. It sucks being a woman, right? And there's a lot of those, and it opens up your eyes, right? It makes you more empathetic and realize like, holy shit, this is what they go through. That's kind of insane, right? And I'll be honest, like I'll be completely honest, I caught myself once, like someone was ranting or talking about like the struggles they face, and I was like, all right, they're being a little exaggerated here. They're exaggerating a little bit here. But I quickly caught myself, and I was like, what the fuck am I talking about? I don't know how this is how they feel. All I know is how I feel as a man, right? How my feelings are. So them explaining how the struggles and what women go through, who am I to say like, they're lying about that one? No, I'm an idiot. So like quickly I was like, all right, relax, brother. Like I don't know shit about what they go through, right? But now I do. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying like, oh, this is like the go-to way to see what women think and feel, because it's not, right? I have two sisters, one mom, right? We live with women. We know exactly what they go through, right? But this was like nice to have it delivered directly onto me, saying like, no, brother, this is what we go through, and this kind of sucks, because it does suck. It sucks that a lot of things that they feel are horrible. Like, they should be more empowered and have more pride. But the things they explained in the movie were very, like, yeah, it sucks. It sucks being a woman with certain things. A lot of, and men don't help that. So it was pretty cool to see that. I like that. Now going to the characters. So first, Margot Robbie, Barbie. I love Margot Robbie, right? I love Margot Robbie. Beautiful, perfect casting of Barbie. Great actress. Like all the fucking emotional scenes were. Oh, I was there crying with Barbie. Um, just talented all around. I think the Barbie depiction was really cool. I like how they made her stereotypical. So there was all the different Barbies, right? They had like handicapped Barbies. They had black, Asian, pregnant. They had every Barbie, right? And I like how hers was the stereotypical one, because it's true. In the movie, she even says it herself. When you think of the Barbie, you mainly think of like that original blonde stereotypical one, right? And I like that, and they made that part into the plot. So you think about like, why why does that Barbie get chosen to go into like this adventure, right? Because she's the stereotypical one. She's nothing special. All the other Barbies have their own unique trait, and Barbie is just Barbie. So that leads on to the whole plot of the movie, right? Where she's like, who the hell am I then? Like, if I'm not stereotypical Barbie anymore, then who am I? So I think that was a really good, like, way to have, or not a good way, a good thing to have her go and experience that. So, and it goes on to like, there's a lot of themes in the movie, huh? Or maybe they're all part of the same thing. I don't know. I'm not a movie critic. I'm just a dude who loves movies, right? And it's like, it touches onto like another theme again of self-discovery, right? So she's like, who am I? So you have to go out there and discover who you are, and experience. And at the end of the movie, this is what fucking touched me. This is what I cried, all right? The whole human experience thing was fucking amazing. And like the scene when she meets Ruth, the creator of Barbies, immediately I was like already tearing up, because I was like, this is such a like beautiful homage. Is that a homage? Is that what you say? To the creator of Barbie. And like they very like specifically and like visually and audibly and everything, they say thank you like directly to the creator. And obviously she's not alive to accept that, but somewhere she did receive that thank you, right? It was very heartwarming, heart touching, and like they really included her into the plot, and it was really beautiful to see at the end like that she guides Barbie into the next world and into the real world. And with that, like she says, I wouldn't feel good if I didn't show you what it means to feel like. And you look at this montage of like, I knew it was coming too, bro. I knew it was coming, but as soon as it hit, Oh fuck, the tears started flowing, dude. Like that slow-mo shot into like her lips, like taking a gasp of fresh air, feeling on her skin the goosebumps, and then experiencing like, you know, being a kid, the feelings of like Christmas. Like there's like old footage of like handheld recorders and old school stuff of like just people being happy, being alive, the human experience. Again, the human experience of just seeing people all over the place, just like being happy and being with each other. That is what it means, right? And like I said, I'm a huge sucker for it. So I think it really paid off extremely well. And it set off Barbie to become her own person. She's not Barbie anymore. She's Barbara, which I think is really cool. And yeah, just empowering empowering to the woman. Ryan Gosling, I am Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling is me. Yeah, you know those fucking memes, right? The every guy wants to be Ryan Gosling, hot, fucking hot, charismatic, funny dude that all the girls love, right? He's always getting like the most beautiful girls in the movies. He's so mysterious and dark. Every guy wants to be like that, right? This movie flipped that shit completely. So in the beginning of the movie, like he goes on. Well, the whole movie he's kind of like, oh, he loves Barbie, right? But Barbie does not love him, right? That's who we are, guys. Let's be honest. But there's when he goes to the real world, he sees immediately, right, that men are more confident. They could go their way and just walk and be themselves without having to face too much judgment. When compared to Barbie, when she went into the real world, immediately getting like sexual harassment, immediately she's immediately sexually objectified, like that stuff like that, right? Like people immediately think of her, like judge her immediately. But for Ken's just like, damn, I feel fucking good as fuck, right? And quickly he sees and he thinks that the real world is men dominated, and he wants to be a part of that. So he runs over and he sees the big cars, the muscles, the workout, basically all this toxic masculinity, and goes back to the Barbie world and takes it over. He takes it over. He tells the Kens like, yo, we don't gotta be all up on these girls. We can make them all up on us because we're men. And they do it. They flip it, but it's bad because they're dickheads. They're dickheads. They immediately make them objectified, wearing like skirts, and like they just want them to like there as their servants and praising Kens to give them the attention that they never got. And I think that was really good. I think that wasn't really good. I think that was a good message that that's not right, and that's not right. Is it right to be like? I think none of it is right. Right? Men should not be begging for them. Women should not be begging for men. I think everything should be equal, right? But that's not what the world we live in. So Ryan Gosling goes back, right? He changes everything. He becomes that masculine man he wants to be, right? Wearing the most expensive coats, mink coats, glasses, muscles popping out, big cars, control of everything, over sexualizing women. He gets it all. But I mean, it quickly shifts, right? We see that our flaw in men, that we're super jealous. They're super jealous. They hate each other. They're super jealous of each other, and quickly, the ego is so easy to manipulate that it all just throws their plan into shit, right? And this is like the part where I really liked. I liked it because, like I said, we're so used to Ryan Gosling being like the go-to. Fuck, he's hot as fuck. I want to be like Ryan Gosling, bro. I want to get all the girls, right? Fuck yeah. At the end of the movie, this guy's crying, which is again normal, which I think is really good. It's normal for you to cry, bro. I cried at the fucking Barbie movie. Cry. Get all your traumas and stresses out, man. Cry. So at the end of the movie, he cries, right? He's crying. They make him like silly, like crying, and like Barbie consoles him, right? And it's all right, dude. Like she even tells himself, it's all right to cry, just cry. But then, without Barbie, he's lost. So he's like begging for her, which again, I thought was cool and good because, like I said, we're so used to seeing Ryan Gosling as like the peak male. And then now he's like begging for a girl, and that's who we really are. That's who men are. But, yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. And he does get his redemption again as well. They see that he sees that he could be more. Like even Barbie tells himself, right? Like, hey, you could be more than just your girlfriend, bro. Like you could be more than just what you think you are. Like things don't define you. And that's what he sees. It says at the end, Ken is me. They all realize that, like, oh, I'm Ken, but not Ken. So they all address each other as Barbie, 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 Ken, 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 but they never knew who Ken was, right? All the Kens were beach Ken. They were just at the beach. They weren't lifeguards. They weren't anything. They were just beach. So they just lived at the beach. That's it. Barbies each had their specialty, but Kens were only supposed to created to, be with the girls. And at the end of the movie, no, you're not. Go live your own life. You're Ken, brother. So at the end, like again, he has this whole sweater that says "I'm Kenough." I thought that was pretty funny. And yeah, just cool redemption arcs for not redemption, cool finding arcs for both characters. Barbie finds, that she is not who she thinks she was. She thought she was, being in the power to give. She thought that they were doing perfect work. That in the real world they were the ones influencing everything. Not being aware that some parts, like I said, I don't know about the Barbie history too much, or if that's the way everybody thinks, but maybe because the movie did it, it probably is. Some parts Barbie damaged a lot of girls, and she thought that she was doing the opposite. She thought that she was empowering them. So having her go on like this trip and see like, damn, like this isn't we're not doing the best job. This society kind of sucks. The women are down there, men are all the way up here. They pretty much think like women are dumb, but that's not the case, right? So having her, want to take all that on and go make a change in the real world, I think was pretty cool. And she finds herself, she's not stereotypical anymore. She's Barbara Handler, I think is what her name was. And that, yeah, she becomes her own person. Ken realizes that he doesn't have to be Ken and Barbie. He could be his own person, his own Ken doll. So he goes out and who knows what he's going to do, but he's going to go do his own thing. And then we're all sit here and think about what we just watched and go live our human experience. And it's as cheesy as it sounds, and this is true. This is true. We all watch a movie and then leave the theater thinking like, I'm a changed man. I'm gonna adapt that personality of Tom Cruise, Ethan Hunt. I'm gonna be that mysterious CIA, IMF agent, right? I'm fucking raw, I left that movie Barbie seriously thinking like, man, it's pretty fucking great. We get to experience life. Life is fucking good. The sun was shining a little brighter. I went at like 4 o'clock, so I got out at like 6:30. So the sun was still out. Sun was shining a little bit brighter. Golden glow. Drove over to Chipotle. I'm sorry, not Chipotle. Chick-fil-A. Got my meal. Looking at everybody in the restaurant, like, damn, bro, we really living in this bitch. And it sounds stupid, but I promise you, it's true. I was in Chick-fil-A looking at people like sitting down, working, and I was just like taking it in. I was like, damn, bro, like this is the human experience. This is the life. This is we're living. People are laughing. I was being polite to everyone, making them laugh, making jokes, having a small talk with people waiting at the waiting list. What are they called? The waiting area. Not crazy talk, but just like small talk, And it's fucking nice, I think that's what the human experience is. Driving home, not listening to music because I didn't want to think of any other thoughts to distract me from reviewing this movie, and just enjoying it. I was like, damn, life is good, And I'm already, trying my hardest to like get myself in like the right, frame of mind. I'm doing everything I can to improve my life, and seeing this movie just kind of like helped push that further. And the enjoyment that live your life and be happy in it. And I really think that's what I mainly got out of it. Not mainly. There's a lot of things that I got out of it. Obviously, the whole being more empathetic and understanding of women. Like, you go through a lot. You deserve more than you fucking have right now. And it really did paint a picture. I'm gonna be more empathetic with like my mom, and my sisters, and all the women I'm surrounded with. Right. I'm more understanding. And like I said, you always hear these issues, but maybe it's not like an idiot. You always hear these issues, but I don't know. For me, this is the part where I say maybe it's not like an idiot. For me, seeing someone on a movie yell at me, not yell at me, but you know what I mean, like yell and tell me like the issues that women are surrounded by women or surround women and that they feel and deal with, kind of hit me harder. I was like, oh shit, like when we put it like that, damn, like like I love women, like damn, that really does suck that you feel that way, and you shouldn't feel that way, right? So I'm gonna try my best to not empower those thoughts, right? Because you shouldn't be thinking that way. You know what I mean? Yes. But that, you know, being conscious about my role as a man and being like more empathetic towards women and understanding their feelings, as well as that human experience that I was talking about. That just live life, fucking respect each other and have fun with each other. You know, we would have a fucking great time living here if we stop being dickheads. And I think that's overall the message. We should just love one another, stop being dickheads, and just enjoy life. That's it. So Ken is me. That's all I'm gonna say. And go watch the movie. And go watch the movie. Enjoy it. Cry. Leave in the comments. Did you cry? I think everybody cried. And those scenes that were quiet and like very emotional, the whole theater was fucking nothing. Not a single word. Beautiful acting. Beautiful writing. The set design was fucking beautiful. The production was beautiful. I had so many good ideas from that. But anyways, go watch the movie. It was a really good movie.